Hi traders, Nathan.bray here from ACY Securities, and joining me today to talk about the upcoming CPI data on the US and the euro dollar is our own market analyst, Luca.
Hello guys, it's great to be here with you, Nathan. Let's go for another one.
Looking forward to it. Now, Luca, yesterday we've got on the US unidentified flying objects being blown out of the sky by F-16s while Rihanna is coming down from the heavens dressed as the devilish woman in red along the ground in the Super Bowl. What's going on and what are you seeing coming up? The forecast for the upcoming CPI data are coming out in the next few hours in the United States is for an increase. Even though they've been raising rates aggressively, there is a forecast for a 0.5% increase on the CPI, a 0.4%, Luca, on the core. And overall, year on year, we're still at 6.2% forecast. What is your take on this, Luca?
Well, Nathan, my take is yes, you're completely right. We are going to raise CPI for 0.5% month over month. Okay. Another thing that we can't forget to add here is that we had the NFP release 2 weeks ago on February 3, right? Before the NFP, dollar was considered as a bear market. Right now, we kind of have to change our views, right? We kind of have to change our bias, and we are looking to a bullish USD. Okay, and we can't forget as well to add, as you mentioned, they still raising the interest rates. Okay, sure. But another thing is, where can we take good opportunities from that those options?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Luca. So let's take a look at some potential opportunities. Let's say the euro against the US dollar. Awesome. Okay, so looking at the euro against the US dollar, there are some key levels that I'm keeping my eye on. So we have had a very bullish run on this euro dollar. However, on the daily, we're seeing a correction. We're seeing a change of trend. We're seeing key levels of resistance, which you would look at price action and say, are they going to become support? They've been broken. So as well as monthly levels. So the question is, are we going to see a further correction technically? Or the level I'm looking at is this monthly resistance up around 108.79. Now, the other view is if 106 support doesn't come into play and is broken, then this euro dollar could fall a lot further. Fundamentally, what are some factors and what is your view on this euro against the US dollar?
Look, 19 is a perfect view, to be honest with you. Okay, we do have euro dollar broke support right now, and it becoming on a downtrend. Okay. I only have to point a few things here. One of my friends that work in Credit Suisse, they are seeing a short tendency. Okay. So they're looking to the euro dollar, come a little bit lower to maybe in the future they long it, or maybe in the future they do other positionings. Okay, but I would like to build up a little story here for the contest you mentioned. Okay, as we already know, Europe right now it's on the winter. Okay, and it started last October 2022, and it's going into the first quarter of 2023. Okay, so as we already know, Europe have a very, very cold weather in the winter, but unexpectedly, it came a mild weather.
So it's a mild weather that we're seeing. In fact, a lot of rich people were having trouble getting some snow in Austria at Christmas time, right? They had to leave. Okay, so it has been a very mild winter indeed. And what are your thoughts fundamentally? How can that affect this euro dollar?
Look, that's exactly correct. Actually, we do have a few equities suffering from the mild weather, but doesn't matter right now. We're talking about euro dollar. Look, my build-up story here is German, they median gas reserve is at around 55 to 60%.
And that's what they have normally each year,
normally each year as a normal winter, right? Okay. And right now they have 93% full of gas, Nathan.
So this winter is mild and they've loaded the boat. They don't have to worry about energy prices like they might have last year.
Exactly, you're completely right. You're completely right. And another thing is that we're not talking about 2 degrees or 3 degrees up the normal weather. We're talking about 10 to 15 degrees up the normal weather. So they don't have to worry about anything right now. So
which could be great for the euro.
Exactly.
Give us an idea. How high could this euro dollar go there?
Look, I have a few targets on euro dollar. Starting at, we do need to see for an uptrend, we do need to see a close above 1.08. Okay, we need to see a daily closer point above 1.08. Otherwise, I don't see even further moves. Okay, but if we close it over there, my first target will be 1.10. Okay.
Back for retest.
Exactly. My second target would be 1.13, and then I can invite you guys to have a look at the ACY website, where I have built the whole complete story of the quarters targets for euro dollar.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Luca. And remember, traders, we'll give you a link in the description below so you can see that full analysis that Luca has done. Now, joining me for a full technical breakdown on the euro against the US dollar is our own senior market strategist, Duncan Cooper. Hi, Duncan.
Hi, Luca and Nathan. Okay, so I'm on the euro dollar weekly chart. These are my key trading levels that I'm watching. I've got a monthly resistance level over here, 108.79. That's where we failed at. Had a very aggressive sell down on the weekly chart. My bias at the moment is to the downside. And then I've got my weekly support and resistance levels drawn in. So let's talk about those levels on the day chart. So let's drop down to that time frame. Alright, so on the day chart on the euro dollar, price structure is down. We've got a lower top, lower bottom. Just getting some short-term support at 106.69 day support. And rolling back up to a weekly resistance, this old top here at 107.36. Now we may hold there and move down. We don't know what the data will bring tonight. If it's US dollar strength, then expect 107.36 to hold. And I'm anticipating then we could be moving down over the next week towards 104.81, weekly support formed in December. Now if the data's negative for the US dollar, then two levels I'm watching. We could pop up to 107.87, hold and fail. Or if the data is really bad for the US dollar, we could move all the way up to test monthly resistance at 108.79. And then just price hold and fail there. My bias is to the downside with that very strong weekly correction, but price could definitely rally if the news tonight is weak for the US dollar.